Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ryan here today talking about UFC. I know, not something I normally do, but obviously last night was UFC 200, where Brock Lesnar made his return to UFC for one fight against Mark Hunt. A lot of people weren't feeling Brock too much going into this, but now we know, hey, you always bet on Brock because Brock Lesnar got a win in a fight against Mark Hunt, and a huge win. I mean, he had returned to UFC after 5 years, hadn't fought. Obviously, he was training up until this point, I assume, post WrestleMania, and comes in looking better than ever and gets a pretty decisive victory. So, what does this mean for UFC and WWE? So, I mean, Brock Lesnar gets this big win. Obviously, this is great for WWE. We know Lesnar is going to be facing Randy Orton at SummerSlam. He has not been pinned since he beat The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30. Obviously, if he was to lose at this UFC fight, the public perception of Lesnar would have definitely gone down. So they were going in with a big risk here for his WWE future. I'm not sure how concerned Lesnar was for that, but obviously Vince McMahon was holding onto his chair very tightly as he was watching this fight. So yes, an impressive fight for Brock Lesnar. He's showing that he can still hang in the UFC. So is this something Vince McMahon should be concerned about when his contract is up at the end of the year? Now that Lesnar knows he can pretty much hang with the best of them still in UFC, does that mean he's going to be going back? I'm not sure. As far as I know from rumors and reports, so nothing obviously confirmed here, was that Lesnar had in his contract that he could do a fight if he chose to. They must have worked something out there. So as far as I know, it was just one fight in the contract. But it seems Lesnar's contract ends at WrestleMania every single year. So could this be Lesnar's last year, and could he be looking to make a return to UFC? That's all up in the air. But as of right now, Lesnar, I mean, he's just so good that he really has the pick that he wants. He could stay in WWE if he wants to continue that, or it seems like he could just go back to UFC if he really wanted to. I mean, a year ago, before going into WrestleMania 31, he kind of had that decision. What is he going to do, UFC or WWE? He chose WWE. But apparently he got that itch back and at least wanted to do one special fight. As far as what I think is going to happen, I don't anticipate that Lesnar's going to be doing any more fights. That's just my personal prediction. And I also don't think he has much time left in WWE. There was a quote from him, several months ago where, the schedule had been kind of wearing, he was at his limit with the amount of appearances he was doing for WWE. So I think he's growing tired of that. So I wouldn't anticipate him staying too much longer in WWE. But nevertheless, we have Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar to look forward to at SummerSlam. It's hard to think that Orton has much of a chance here. Lesnar's going in now with a ton of momentum. Poor Orton, he's making his big return, and I don't think he stands much of a chance. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought of last night's UFC fight if you were able to catch it. I thought it was a pretty convincing win. I mean, a lot of people were scared that Mark Hunt could just knock Lesnar out at any second, but Lesnar did a good job of just getting those takedowns in. I don't know much about UFC, but from what I saw, it was a pretty convincing win for Lesnar. There were only a few instances I really thought he was in trouble. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of last night's UFC, and what do you think going into SummerSlam? What chance does Randy Orton have, if any? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to check out some of our other videos as well. And remember to support us on Patreon. You can head over to patreon.com/Byte That to see what perks you can get and what goals you can help us reach, including moving the weekly Tuesday podcast into video form. That's right, you can see this beautiful face every single Tuesday if we reach that 250 goal. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.